All right, so rotations. A rotation is a transformation that turns a figure around a fixed point called the center of rotation. An object and its rotation are the same shape and size, but the figures may be turned in different directions. Rotations may be clockwise or counterclockwise. Down here is an image of clockwise and counterclockwise in case you get the two confused. Here are some examples of rotations. We've rotated the star, we've rotated this little C, and then we've rotated this triangle. This video explains some rotations. That's really good for you to watch before you go on. If you're at home and learning by yourself, if you're in class, we're going to stop and watch this one together. So here's some formulas when you're rotating a figure 90 degrees. You want to pay real close attention to if your problem says clockwise or counterclockwise, because that will make a difference. If you're rotating 90 degrees and it is clockwise, you will change the sign of X and you will switch the order of X and Y. That would be your new coordinate. If you're rotating a figure 90 degrees counterclockwise, you change the sign of Y and you switch the order of X and Y. Now, when you're rotating something 180 degrees, it doesn't matter if it says clockwise or counterclockwise. Either way, you're going to end up with the same image. So you keep the order of your coordinates, but then you change the sign of both the X and the Y. So let's do a couple examples. First of all, I'm going to rotate triangle ABC, and my A, B, and C coordinates are 2, 3, 6, 3, and 5, 5. I'm going to rotate them 90 degrees clockwise. So what you would do is you'd go back and look in your notes and you would see to rotate them 90 degrees clockwise, you switch the order and then you change the sign of X. So first I'm going to plot. There's A. There's B, and C is 5, 5. So there we go. So that's my pre-image. My image, I switch the order. So that would be 3, 2. And then I change the sign of that X. So that would become a negative. My B prime, I'm going to change the order. And then I'm going to make what was the X negative. C prime, change the order. Make the X negative. Let me clean this up just a little bit. So when I graph my image, my new image, let's do that in green. So 3, negative 2. 3, negative 6. That's B, and then C. Is right there. So there's that triangle rotated 90 degrees clockwise. All right, next problem, I'm rotating a quadrilateral 90 degrees counterclockwise. So 90 degrees counterclockwise. I switch the order of X and Y, but then I change the Y value. So again, let's graph K-I-T-E. So there's K, I, T, and there's E. All right, so K, switch the order, 5 and 3. But that needs to be a -5. All right, I, switch my order. That becomes the negative. Oh, these are prime. T prime, negative, E prime, negative. So in this case, I made all of these positives negative. If any of those coordinates had been negative, of course, you would have made them positive. That's just the way it worked out in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So there's K. I, T, 10, 1, 2, 3, E. All right, so the green image is my new image. The purple is my pre-image. Last one, 180 degrees. So, 2, 2, 4, 8, 8, 6. That's my pre-image. So now what do? I keep the order, but I just change both of the signs. So now I'm going to graph. There's F, U, N. These are all little primes. And I'm done.